Mi gente, ¿cómo estamos? I have seen so many fans go back and forth as to who is the proper fan of professional wrestling. Who's doing it right? Who's doing it wrong? I would love to explain it to you using another personal story. You see, when I was 17 years old, I pestered this one company into hiring me. They weren't hiring until you were 18, but they gave me a shot as long as all I did was stock the movies. I was not able to run register. I was not able to do trucks. My only job was to go in there and return movies. This job was Blockbuster Video. And the reason that I bring this up is because I remember returning movies on Friday nights. Just rolling around with the cart, putting the movies back where they went, going downstairs for the old movies, putting the new releases up on the new wall. And I remember listening to people that didn't know each other arguing over movies. That's right, arguing over movies. In a respectful manner, but they were still arguing. Now, the genre that I'm talking about is horror. They were arguing over what's a proper horror movie and what is too new school, right? Now, the arguments would always be The Exorcist, Jaws, Night of the Living Dead, Candyman versus Scream. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. And if those are real horror movies or if they're just a different kind. You see, the massive difference between those cinephiles at a Blockbuster Video on a Friday night in the late 90s, early 2000s, the difference between those people and wrestling fans today is that those people, they would take the other person's movie suggestion home, watch it, and make their own opinion. Nowadays, people would much rather jump on Twitter, type in hashtag AEW Collision, and be like, oh man. But out of the 100 tweets that I read, 90 of them are saying this show was trash. You see, all they had to do was turn on their Macs and watch the show back and decide whether or not it was for them. Now, I'm not saying that those fans of Night of the Living Dead enjoyed Scream. And I'm not saying that a fan of I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to sit through Jaws. See, back in the day, people would give it a shot. And that's what I learned. I'm going to watch Dynamite. I'm going to watch Collision. I'm not always going to make a video about it. My videos that I post about it sometimes are satire, but for the most part, I enjoy the shows. I enjoy some of the wrestling, and I understand that not all of it is for me. But as I've said with WWE before, they're not booking for me. They're booking for everyone. And just because I don't like something doesn't mean that 100 people don't love it.